gonna go into some of the origins of AI. So it starts in about the 1950s. AI as an idea goes back further than we realize. In the 50s, Alan Turing, one of the fathers of computer science, asked the famous question, can machines think? He even proposed what we called the Turing test as a way to measure machine intelligence. A few years later, in 1956, a group of researchers met at the Dartmouth workshop, and that's considered the official launch of the AI research in the field. That's where the term artificial intelligence was first used. And then by the late 50s, we saw some of the first real experiments, the perceptron, which was an early model of a neural network, the Lisp programming language built specifically for AI research, and Arthur Samuel's checkers program, one of the first programs that could actually improve the more you played it. And here's some ups and downs that were experienced throughout the 60s to around the 80s. After the early breakthroughs, AI moved into the 1960s and 70s with what we call rule-based systems. These programs were built on long lists of if-then rules. For example, if the input looks like X, then do Y. They worked in narrow situations, but they couldn't really adapt or learn on their own yet. By the late 1970s and 80s, progress slowed. AI was criticized for over-prompting and under-delivering, and funding cut back. This period is known as the AI winter. So the interest in AI and everything investment just dried up. There wasn't really any advances during that time. But AI didn't completely disappear. In the 80s, expert systems became popular. Programs designed to mimic the decision-making of specialists like doctors or engineers. And around the same time, a breakthrough called backpropagation helped revive neural networks, making them much better at learning. That was an important step toward the modern AI we know today. And then we'll get into more breakthroughs today. In the 90s, AI hit a pretty big milestone when IBM's Deep Blue defeated Garry Kasparov, our world chess champion. That was the first time people really saw a machine outperform one of the best human minds in a complex game. Then in 2012, the deep learning revolution began. Advances in neural networks meant that computers could suddenly recognize images, speech, and patterns with great accuracy. That's what made personal assistants like Siri and Alexa and modern image recognition possible. And in the 2020s, we entered the era of generative AI. Tools like ChatGPT don't just analyze data, they could create new text, images, code, video. That's why AI feels so front and center today. It's no longer just working in the background, it's directly creating things that we could interact with now. It's not just in our business tools, it's in everything we use, like our phones. And you've probably used it maybe without realizing. If you use Spotify or Netflix, it recommends you what to play next based on your preferences. It's in your social media feeds showing what you're interested in. And of course, voice assistants like Siri or Alexa. For text and language, think about auto-suggest in your email or when you're texting someone. Text summarization, language translation, customer service chatbots. For images and video, it's used in filters, Photoshop. You could change backgrounds, take out anything, video editing, and it could generate completely new videos and pictures now. And for audio, you can generate voice, music, you could do audio restoration, music recognition. And for workflow and automation, AI is built into apps that could help us shop, plan, travel, manage your calendars, and sort through all of your photos. And that's important because it shows AI isn't just a separate thing anymore. It's becoming part of how we live every day now.